My fiancée invited two men that she had a threesome to our wedding. I'm not okay with having the guys who Eiffel Towered the woman I'm about to marry at the wedding. It feels gross. What should I do? So, my fiancée and I are currently going through the process of planning out who we are inviting to our wedding. I'll just say this now. Without my knowledge, my fiancée is inviting two guy friends of hers that she hooked up with at the same time. One of these guys is in her bridal party. Now, I'm not a prude or anything, and I'm not obsessed with her sexual past. I'm a firm believer of ignorance being bliss. But now I'm not ignorant, and I'm lacking bliss. I found out because one of my friend's girlfriends is helping us with planning. This girl apparently knew about the guys and told my friend, and he then told me. I thought he was just effing with me, and I didn't believe him. Then I mentioned it to my fiancée, and she said it was true. I didn't interrogate her. I mentioned it offhand as a stupid remark, and she admitted to it and got mad at her friend. So, after some thinking, I decided I wasn't comfortable having those guys at our wedding. I get that it happened before we met and has really no effect on our relationship, but I'm just not comfortable with having two guys that Eiffel Towered the woman I'm about to marry at the wedding. I'm not judging her, but I'm not comfortable with it, and I don't think that's unreasonable. I'd never invite an ex-fling because she doesn't need to be there. So, one of the guys is a good friend of hers and was going to be a bride's man, and my fiancée got upset with me. She told me I was being insecure and it's not fair for her to not have her friends on her wedding day. I told her it's just as much my wedding day as it is hers, and considering how accommodating I've been to her wants for an ideal wedding, it's kind of selfish for her to not be willing to be accommodating of one request. I don't think I'd feel comfortable saying my vows when directly behind my wife-to-be is a guy who grabbed a buddy and slept with her. It's just gross and I don't like it. What should I do? Best comments. It would be over for me the moment I found out that the friend she has been seeing all this time is someone they used to have sex with and didn't tell the fiancé. I mean, a lot of my close friends are people I've slept with, but I can't imagine not telling my partner about that. Maybe because it's not a big deal to the girlfriend, and despite OP's proclamation of not judging her, his reaction shows that he does care, and if he didn't, it wouldn't bother him. Maybe girlfriend knew OP would have this reaction. I'd be mad at my friend too for telling other people about my business that wasn't her to tell. How is it not disrespectful to have people you slept with at your wedding? And why should it be a secret? She should have just come out and said it. But come on, put yourself in his shoes. That'd be uncomfortable. She has a right to her sexual history, but she's bringing it to your wedding. You don't keep secrets from the person you're about to marry, and you sure as F don't prioritize having your exes at your wedding above the needs of your soon-to-be spouse. He's entitled to his boundaries. It's just as much his day as it is hers. Her accusing you of insecurity is pure manipulation to get you to accept her disrespect. Update number 1, 8 days after the first post. So, the wedding is being either postponed and potentially called off. I gave her an ultimatum. She could either have them at the wedding or me at the wedding. She didn't choose me immediately, which hurt. Like two guys she banged a few years ago meant more to her than the person she wanted to marry. She said she needed time to consider it. Now, admittedly, after that I was feeling incredibly insecure and panicking. While she was in the shower, I checked her phone. I know it's shitty and controlling, but I found out she had slept with one of them just before I proposed. She had been sleeping with the guy that was supposed to be in her bridal party occasionally, and every one of her friends knew. Apparently, she stopped after the proposal, but still. I saw her talking about it in a group chat with her girlfriends, and she said she was afraid that if she uninvited him to the wedding and cut him off, he'd tell me. So, I confronted her. She cried and said she was being stupid and it was a mistake, that her friends convinced her that it was okay if I never found out, that she was regretful and stopped after I proposed. Now here I am. The wedding is postponed indefinitely. I really do love her and want to be with her, but I'm not sure if this is a thing we can work through. I'm very upset and hurt and lost. Best comments. I'd be more concerned with the cheating. I'm not the only one who picked up on the part where OP's fiancée had been cheating on him right up to the proposal. I feel like that part really shouldn't be glazed over. She's still cheating. Just too busy planning the wedding. Planning how she can include the affair partners in the wedding. Don't just postpone the wedding, cancel it entirely. This went from her having former sex partners in the wedding to cheating while you were together. This is not someone you want to marry and potentially have children. A mistake is forgetting to put the trash out on the curb on trash pickup day. Effing two guys who double stuff you while in a relationship and then having them in the wedding party is not a mistake. She doesn't respect you or any future you have planned, and she will cheat on you again. Plus, her friends are trash, and you should cut them out of your life. She's only upset that you caught her. She was going to keep doing this. I'm so sorry, man, but this is over.